What is big story, again, is a new book entitled I See Money in Africa. That book outlined what the author, Olubunmi Oluwadare, called solutions to Africa's massive unemployment, poverty, and poor infrastructure. The 209-page book comes at a time when the new inter-Africa trade has gone on stream, opening a new vista for the continent's 1.27 billion people across several sectors. Welcome the CEO of BXO Company Limited and the author of I See Money in Africa, Olubunmi Oluwadare. Good evening, it's good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. I love the title of this book, I See Money. It speaks to a whole lot of things, but let me just ask you straight from the hip. In what sectors did you see money in Africa from an investment point of view?
Bossing, when I said I see money in Africa, I mean huge money in every sector, in every socio-economic sector of Africa. From Nigeria to Cote d'Ivoire to South Africa, there is huge money. When I'm talking about huge money, I'm talking about the human capital, over 1.2 billion people. I call them clients, and we're talking about the purchasing power is close to about $3 trillion. That's huge. And the arable lands for agriculture is huge. Talk about anything, we have it in Africa. Is it agriculture? Is it, mineral resources? Is it human capital? Everything is huge in Africa. Huge money, and I mean it, there's huge money in Africa. Bossing.
Yes, but what are the key drivers or the levers that can be the catalyst of these investment opportunities? If you break it down to a few sectors that you think, if I pick up this particular book, if I'm trying to get into it as an African, now, not anyone from the outside, because I think charity should begin at home.
Definitely. So let me put it this way. Let's talk about agriculture. The major challenges we are facing in Africa, our challenges is our money and is our job. There's no doubt about it. There's a huge challenges facing the continent. But those challenges, if we're stimulated, can translate to massive, employment for our people. Let me put agriculture into perspective. When we're talking about the agriculture, we're looking to look at the value chain of agriculture. And the major challenges we are facing, in Africa is knowledge economy. Where we have understanding of knowledge economy, we're going to push further our entrepreneurship journey. In agriculture, people think it's only going to the farming. It's more than that. The value chain of agriculture alone can take over 200 million people in Africa. Entrepreneurs, SME, students, entrepreneur, they can all go into it. When we're talking about the agriculture, we're talking about the seedling, to reed farmer, to mechanize farmers, to packaging, to transportation, a lot of things. The value chain, the transportation of the produce, all up from the farm to the market. So it's huge. Are we talking about the tourism, the value chain? Are we talking the oil and gas? If you look at the oil and gas, for example, the refinery, the byproduct, we have not even explored because we bring most of, the oil from other parts. We refine our oil product from abroad to Nigeria. So we have not even enjoyed the value chain. By doing all these things, if you can be able to key with knowledge, and that's what I put together in this book, when you can be able to direct the part of Africans, the young African to knowledge economy, to know what to do, and the area they should put, their energy into to drive economic growth, at the same time create massive job, for the continent. So the different sector, I've segmented to socio-economic sector and see the area that we can stimulate in such a way that can bring a lot of job for our people. But absolutely, there is a huge opportunity in Africa. We have to convert with knowledge, to money. If I can cite a sample of China, they use knowledge. They enter into massive entrepreneurship and innovation, to drive, their economy. And we can all see what is happening in other parts of the world. Everyone rely on knowledge, but here in Nigeria, we don't have the knowledge. Our curriculum vitae from primary school to higher institution is adequately faulty, and it cannot address today's unemployment reality.
I give it to you. You outlined about 600 profitable ideas, and I think that's enough to go around everyone if we all put it on the table and we all pick one. But again, there are challenges, on the other hand, facing Africa. So how do we mitigate these challenges? How do we resolve them in order to make those ideas work? Because if you grab any Nigerian or any Ghanaian or any Kenyan on the street and you ask him for a business idea, he will tell you what is one idea. So we all have it all here, walking around the streets, as it were, sleeping and waking up with it. But when we want to execute it, there's a problem.
Definitely, we know there's a problem. You know, being a national head of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, I've cut across every country. I've interfaced with entrepreneurs one-on-one, so I know their mindset. You know, I put into two ways. We have entrepreneurial intervention to solve all these problems. All these challenges are not rocket science. Let me give you an example. You know, if the Lagos State government, come up today that I want bus stop in the entire Lagos, 100 entrepreneurs can, provide bus stop to solve the problem of bus stop in Lagos State. That's what we call entrepreneurial intervention. So all these problems, the number one thing we need to do is to identify those challenges. We have not come up and said, oh, these challenges we are facing. When we, identify all those challenges, we now see how we're going to apply. There's one I call it political intervention, social intervention, entrepreneurial intervention. We have to take it one by others. In this book, I listed all the 15 major challenges facing Africa. And these challenges is where tie our income, is where tie our massive job creation. So the government sector is to provide enabling environments for entrepreneurship to thrive. What am I saying? The power, look at what is happening in Nigeria. Insecurity alone is a major challenge, that face, us as a nation. I'm talking about Nigeria. But we can solve this problem. What is insecurity? Technology, we can apply technology to arrest a lot of things. And all these things can come from entrepreneurs. They can solve the problem. So all those political challenges, the challenges we are facing is that governments are model things together. They should allow entrepreneurs to do their work while they should do their own work. They throw money every time to those challenges, and it cannot work that way. You throw idea, you throw innovation, you throw technology to those problems. When you throw all those things, a lot of things will slip away from government's hand. Entrepreneurs can do whatever.
Olubunmi, I got the idea. You say, look, so the government should throw the money at you, who are in the entrepreneurs in the private sector, while the government take ideas. And I understand that. The entrepreneurship and the private sector needs money. But we have something right now on our hands, and that's the new AFCFTA. So how do you think these ideas and investment guides all pack into the new AFCFTA? Is there something there for anyone who can pick some nuggets?
Yeah, the idea of a single market for Africa is long overdue. But I think we have gone, we have jumped the gun. There's no doubt about it, because we need to lay a good foundation to make it to work. What I mean by that is that when we're talking about Africa Continental Free Trade, zone area, whatever they call it, a single window market for Africa is good. But the challenges we're going to face is that what are we going to, market to among our African nations? Have we have the massive, mass production of the product we're talking about? Do we have the skill to exchange between these African countries? No. We ought to have embarked on massive entrepreneurship and innovation development in Africa before we jump into this, the single market. Because when we're talking about the single market, means that I can order something from Ghana, where a counterpart in Cote d'Ivoire can order something from Nigeria or South Africa or Togo or vice versa. But we don't have the product. And another challenge we're going to face are the custom, the border area, the logistics that involve the currency. If I want to buy something from Ghana, I'm going to, pay in dollars. Instead of me paying, imagine we have Afro currency. So a lot of challenges is going to, center around, the African single market. But we don't have problem without that. We can, we can work around those things. But I think to make it work now, there should be a massive entrepreneurship development across African nation. Made in Africa is going to be produced by, some entrepreneurs for us to market across the African nations.
I agree with you, and we need all of you who are into entrepreneurship to support the new EFCFTA to make it work. And all your ideas will be all what will be harvested right now. Thank you so much, Olubunmi Oluwadare, for the author of the I See Money in Africa. Thank you so much for your time. Nigeria's Finance Bill 2020 is generating one of the hottest topics in the country. But before that, we'll find out how much is Lagos State putting together as 2021 budget when we return.